You know that feeling when you say you're not exactly a manga reviewer anymore and that you do not review any chapter there really is and stuff like that. And also the fact that you're jealous of other manga reviewers that are a lot better because they have a lot better creative moments like that. Well, I'm one of those guys that are jealous of that. And I'm also one of those guys that say that I don't review a lot of chapters anymore because this is the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer, the semi-retired despair reviewer. Although I mostly just review Eden Zero nowadays, but this is still the One Piece chapter 1005. So why am I reviewing this? Well, I am upset. I am so upset. I am practically having a monotone. So if I'm going to scream, just to be on the safe side, people, if anyone is listening to this and have you know, earbugs or whatever, take them off now. All right, you have been warned. So, what is this chapter? It's a chapter that is quite diverse in a lot of people. A lot of people are calling this their favorite One Piece moment of Sanji and Robin, while others are calling it the biggest disgrace of Sanji's character yet. And he had no shortage of disgraceful moments. And where am I in this field? Well, I'm becoming so cynical. I'm not exactly sure where I am placed in this scenario. But I think I'm placed on the scenario where it is how can you call this a great moment? Nothing about this moment is great. It is meant to be a symbolic greatness that a lot of people are taking for granted. I get that. But the problem is we have seen nothing other than that the last couple of years from Sanji. So forgive me for being cynical, but I want more. So what happens? Well, first of all, we're back to the Black Maria being captured. We see that she can spout now spider webs from the fingertips. Well, duh, she is a spider, but at least that is confirmation. She confidently believes she can capture Robin with all that. So she demands that Sanji calls for Robin before she goes over to take care of the Tobiropo. Sorry, the 9 red scabbards, and begins to punch him with the knuckle bruxes. Over and over and over again! Until Sanji says stop it. A lot of the prostitutes or whatever they are called, are being very entranced by Sanji for not spouting, thinking that he is defending his comrade's honor and all this stuff. So when he finally says stop, I can't talk if you hurt me. And all they believe he's just gonna say go to hell or something like that. But no, he only shouts in a slight that is meant to be comedic. He shouts, "Help me, Robin. I'm on the third floor in the great banquet hall. I've been taken prisoner. I'm sorry." And the problem is that since he screams that out, there's these eye things are hearing that all. And of course, Black Maria's crew is shocked that he just so shamelessly sprouted that out completely. And the reaction is, well, diverse, to say the least. Just as much as the fan base are. Some are saying exactly what most people are saying. Is he begging for help? That's pathetic. And others are just others laughing, and this guy winning and wailing, while and also saying that Nam is just citing, well, he's fighting a woman, something like that. Although we do find out that the fact that these cats with the eye are the ones who are carrying out the knowledge of it all. So Black Maria discovers that she is about to come here. But she wants to keep Sanji all to herself, being a pet and all. But Sanji says, "I love all the ladies." You love all the ladies, huh? Then why did you get captured? Oh, it's so humiliating to see this. Either way, she prepares to finish off Sanji, who refuses to use his armament haki. Because, well, he will just hurt a lady's fist. Apparently implying that he could block Black Maria's hands, just refuses, because if he uses the armament haki, then he hurts her knuckles. I just don't know what to feel about this. This is meant to play into Sanji's complex character, and it's also meant to show that Sanji has faults but also principles. It is meant to show that Sanji is a little bit better than the other Siraj because he has those principles, and it's also to show that he sticks to his ideals even in death. So why? Why is this so painful to say? Why? Why is this so painful to see if all what I just said is true? Either way, it's that moment that Robin enters with a gigantic spank that actually managed to tumble Black Maria, as she puts on a dangerous face and gets a pretty badass intro. I get it, that was a badass intro about Robin of it all. So I spent time working in evil organizations. The demon part of me starts to emerge when you did hormone for my friends. And then Brooke also freezes the webs and all. And of course, the yokai ladies, well, the smile users that all mostly look like yokai, all react in fear seeing Brooke, who rightfully calls it. You do not get to see that. And so Sanji begins to leave, while Robin is thanking Sanji, even though he still trembles a bit. Oh, this moment here is complex. It is just pure and simple complex. A lot of people are saying that this is meant to be a Sanji moment and a Robin moment. Robin made a dynamic intro. The fact that she slapped away Black Maria was very excellent. She rarely, if never, have gotten that before. At least nothing I can remember. And yes, she teaming up with Brooke to fight Black Maria, apparently implying that she cannot handle Black Maria by herself. But still, I have watched so many other videos about this, and the diversity between how everyone feels here is extremely diverse. And here's the thing that a lot of people are not pointing out. Both of them are right. Those that are angry at this scene, feeling it's disrespectful of Sanji's character, they are right. Those that are actually seeing this from another point of view and saying that Sanji is building up something for a big moment, they are also right. I am not saying that I am the cynical one is actually right. I am saying that everyone has a point. Even those that says to cynics and the fact that they are being idiots or whatever, they are the ones that are wrong, because everything that everyone says, regardless if it's Sanji hate, Sanji disrespectful, Sanji praise, or something more, or seeing deeper meaning level in the writing, all of them are right. Because you have to realize this moment is not excellent. It's a complex one that I strongly more generate when it comes to the fact that this is, well, a disrespectful Sanji moment more than anything else. Even if that is not the case, this is how it's seeing Sanji, because you have to go back and see. There are some moments that are just not working. Either way, it's also revealed then that through Yamamoto that the mouses, the cats, and many things else who has these things on as eye symbols on their faces are actually Maris. They are cyborg animals, and apparently that is how Kaido gets his information. Finally revealing that all these smile users and the animal that have this eye patch like thing have gotten every single information. They are cyborgs, therefore somehow transforming the knowledge to an else. That means Bao Hong and many other smile users are not only smile users, they are cyborgs as well, informational. So if you destroy the animals, then you destroy the contact. That is the clue of it all. But unfortunately, they find the others. So Yamamoto tells Momonosuke to hide inside of the clothes of Yamamoto. And here is well, this gets another situation. The most popular debate right now is exactly what is Yamamoto's gender identity, because I myself do not know that. And the thing is, Yamamoto, if Yamamoto sees Yamamoto as a man, well, then it's very obvious that Yamamoto would actually say, hey, hop into my clothes because, well, I'm a man. That should be working very fine, right? However, to Momonosuke, that is a woman who is asking him. And now he's going to sit inside of what he sees as a woman's breasts and get nosebleeds. I mean, at least that's how I presume the scene is going. If it's not, then maybe, I don't know, maybe Momonosuke realizes, oh, no, this is not a lady. This is a man, or whatever. I'm not really sure. Again, I don't know Yamamoto's gender identity. But if Yamamoto sees Yamamoto as a man, then of course Yamamoto would say something like this. Because, well, no shame, after all. But if Momonosuke feels that this is a woman asking him, then of course he will get a nosebleed. It's a complicated scenario that is actually not meant to be that important. It is just something. But it can be comedic of it at all. Either way, they escape as Jack, for some reason, has now recovered from his attack and are, instead of Black Maria, heading towards Kinemon and the others. Only because he is, he is mad. He lost against the Solong Minx, and now he wants to kill them because he's just that much of a sore loser. And hey, listen, I am not... I am hating on Jack, not because of Jack losing, because I hate him, because he's a villain, and he needs to be defeated! But most of all, I think that Jack, when I handle this, is merely just a scenario of what I prefer to call pettiness, so to speak. He wants to do it up. The fact that he says that Nine Red Scabbards are strong despite being weakened, I think that is just him saying that to get Black Maria out of there. The fact that Sanji said he's going to head towards Kinemon and the others makes this scene even more upsetting to me. Because this implies that, so the commander opponent to Sanji is going to be Jack. Oh yeah, I get it. The only commander that has wounds is going to fight Sanji. The only one that have wounds. I get it. Is that what this scene is? This is so disrespectful. This is so... And the problem is that if Sanji do not like Jack and fights the others and defeats them, then a lot of people will still complain because they say that Sanji was wounded. So he shouldn't stand a chance against Queen. He should only stand a chance against someone who's equally wounded. Although I believe that Jack is an ancient devil fruit of the mammoth, so, well, he should probably survive. Right? Either way, Sanji fighting Jack is not something I'm looking forward to. And so the chapter ends with Black Maria taking off her kimono, as well as revealing a tattoo called Woman Trouble. While also pulling forward a weapon staff that looks very similar to another yokai of, well, Japanese myth, I don't really know. As she arrogantly says that you're now gonna belong to Master Kaido, Nico Robin. Of course, she says that she'd rather be dead. The fact that Black Maria is taking off her kimono, I mean, she's on the back, so we don't see her breasts, but she's taking off her kimono and now she's gonna fight Bear. Granted, however, this goes hand to hand with the Yorogomo, which she is based upon. You know, the spider demon. Because from what I have heard about Yorogomo, they always tend to be topless on their human self. Except of the course of hair covering their body. And given how we see a little bit of Black Maria here, this seems to imply that this is going to be the case. Black Maria is going to let her hair fall down to cover her breasts. And that's how she's going to fight. It's going to be one of the unique. Either way, Brooke and... Robin are now going to team up to take Black Maria. So defeat her! Or get Haki, whatever. Again, a very upsetting chapter for me. I did not like this, and I agree with what a lot of cynics are saying. This is a Sanji disrespectful moment. I cannot understand why other people are saying that this is a good moment. Yes, I said before that both those that are good and those that are cynical have a point, but but I am on the cynical side because I cannot see that. I cannot see the point. And this review is getting so dark. The fact that I am feeling so dark that these are the only light in the show. Isn't that strange? Just to show how little I wanted to do this. But yeah, I really one day I really hope to talk to another Sanji cynic in order to get their point of the view of it all. But I was a little bit more upset of this one. So despite the bigger point that Sanji may get a good moment in this one, I did not like this. Uda, you have made my patience run out. I demand a Sanji badass moment. And fighting Jack and defeating him is not the badass moment I wanted to see. Because Jack is already wounded. He should have been killed by the Solon. Because I felt like he was completely irrelevant, a villain, and he was useless. And I'm not saying he's useless. I'm saying he's useless because he's a villain. So give me your faults if you have any.